Hi there, and welcome to 272analytics.com's tutorial on how to create a table of frequencies in SPSS. And as a little added bonus, I'm going to show you how to drop in some other descriptive statistics that you might like to see. In order to do so, we'll begin with a data set that I've already loaded here. This is actually the Census 13 data set that comes pre-built in Stata, actually not SPSS, but I've ported it over here to SPSS just to show you. This is a data set about the demographic characteristics of states, including birth rate, population, median age, and so forth, marriage rate, divorce rate. And what we want to look at today, just for the purposes of this table, is birth rate. Okay? So in order to do a frequencies table and some accompanying stuff in descriptive statistics, what should we do? Let's go to File, New, and Syntax. Then we get this window. Okay, I'm going to paste in my code and just let you have a look at it before we get going here. So the main kind of base command here is frequencies variables equals B rate. If that's what you entered, you would just get the frequency table. Now, it's rarely that you would need a frequency table without some accompanying descriptive statistics. So I've shown you some added code here. And let me scroll over so you can just see what I've done here. It goes on for quite a bit, but we'll go through it just so you know what's going on. I've added in this code for those descriptive statistics. So here the Untiles portion of the code just creates quartiles. And then here with statistics, we have standard deviation, variance, range, minimum, maximum, standard error of the mean, median, mode, skewness, standard error of skewness, kurtosis, standard error of kurtosis, and just the order command. So when we have all this done, we don't want to press enter because that just takes us to a new line. You always want to click this green arrow here in SPSS with your mouse. And what we've done with all this code that I've shown you, which you can also grab off 272analytics.com, is generate this stuff here. Okay, so the first thing we want to look at is this frequency table. This is the way SPSS does these tables. On the leftmost side, you have the values, you have the frequency, the percentage, which applies to individual frequencies, the valid percentage, which is the same in this case because we don't have to deal with exceptions or anything. And finally, the cumulative percentage, just showing it going from 2 all the way up to 100. And then here's your table of descriptive statistics, which is also quite useful here. I mean, we see the mean, the standard error of the mean, median, standard deviation. This is a lot of stuff that gives you information about what's going on with birth rate. So again, I would recommend that you use this code that I've shown you in its kind of fuller format when you're dealing with a continuous variable. It's great to go ahead and generate a table like this, throwing in all the main descriptive statistics just so you can get an idea of the distribution, maybe just before going ahead and creating a histogram or something like that. It's great to get this insight to kind of complement, you know, the actual frequency table, which in this case isn't really super useful to us. Right? So this is just kind of a nice to have look into the birth rate of states, but you know, it ended up being that the descriptive statistics were really a lot more important. And that's why in this code here, you want to pay attention not just to frequencies, but to this other material that I've shown you that would generate those descriptive statistics as well. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you, and I would like to invite you to visit 272analytics.com for access to all our free statistics tutorials in Stata, SPSS, R, eViews, and Minitab. Here at 272analytics.com, we provide data consulting primarily to graduate students. Therefore, we work very closely with you in order to perfect your Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. That means helping you design surveys, getting your data input, assisting you with fashioning appropriate research questions and hypotheses, getting your data, extracting them, transforming them, cleaning them, putting them through analysis, interpreting them, explaining them to you so that at the end of the day, you know exactly what story your data tell, why they matter, what they mean in a manner that lets you write a perfect Chapter 4 following a perfect Chapter 3 and lets you defend your dissertation or thesis with complete confidence. We provide ethical consulting. It's not a writing service, so you will be responsible for taking our blueprint, our assistance, our consulting, and transforming them into an appropriate academic project for yourself. I'd also like to remind you that we provide the same services to undergraduate students who are working with quantitatively oriented assignments. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.